love that you came here and that it's aligning with where we're at as a community, because we are coming together and we're adding up each step every day to build and create what we want and what we can do and what we know we deserve. And sometimes the hope doesn't feel strong, but when you stand and add it all up, it does. And you can touch it. And I think that's the message, and I'm so grateful that you're carrying this torch and this message and the invitation to hand it to each other, because it is the tangible experience. Everybody needs to remember that each thing we do is a drop in the bucket of the wide world of water, right? And each step that you take down Highway 14 got you from La Crosse to Viroqua, and from Viroqua to Richland Center, and we're all part of this together. So thank you for the opportunity to hold this with you.
We've been running with this torch since April 16th in New York City, and we've carried it through about 38 states. We're going to hit all 50, and along the way we've just been inundated with the goodness, the kindness, the generosity of the people of America. And on your 250th year, we just feel that it's such a significant time to remember America's place in the world and how the world needs America to be at its best. And in many ways, this is a prayer through action. I was quite moved by what you said. Along those lines, recognizing and honoring the people who came before us. One year, I was lighting this torch in New York, and in that moment, I somehow felt all the people that had ever held this torch, and all their aspirations, all their love, all their hopes and dreams for a more peaceful world came, and they got us to that point. And probably a few months later, in a small country in Europe called Croatia, I was sitting next to a little boy who had just held the torch, and I asked him, I said, "How did you feel holding the torch?" And he said, "I felt all the good people that ever held the torch." You know, and it's not just with the torch, it's with everything. It's all the people whose blood, sweat, and tears went into making this playground got us to this point. And now it's our role to continue. Recently, like in 24, we went to this small town in New Mexico, and we met this woman. I think she was a Buddhist nun, and she said, you know, sometimes people sort of get exasperated or lose hope of what these times are. But she said, we were born for these times. We were born for these times. So, as challenging as it may seem, it's our job to rise to the occasion and offer what we have inside our hearts, the goodness, the kindness, and all of those things. So,